Hello, this is Jason Johnson with ABS Supply, where innovation never sleeps. We're here today to do a repair on a TeraValve. Just a few simple tools is all you're going to need. 11mm socket and wrench, screwdriver, crescent wrench, and potentially a pick. Simple. We are going to use a nut runner today for my demo just because it's nice and easy. So these valves come in two sizes, 1.25 inches and 1.5 inches. The only difference being the thread size on the base here. That's it. It's all the same internal parts. We've got two kits to choose from. Which one's right for you? That's the question everyone asks when they call in. Which kit do I need? Well, the answer is most of the time, if it's been recent that you've done a repair or the valve is fairly new, all you need is the soft kit. It comes with these parts here. We call it that. It's the soft parts of the valve. The diaphragm, the seat, new O-ring, things of that nature. Now the next one, if you need a more serious rebuild or you've got major repair issues or a lot of long service life run on that valve without repair, the hard kit is probably ideal for you. So it comes with the soft kit parts in addition to your tungsten carbide, piston, and plunger. So, and an extra clean out port should you need it. So let's just get into this thing and let's take it apart and see what we got. Like I said, many simple tools you would have in your box. 11mm. Okay, 2 out of 4. Okay, there is a spring in there, but do not be afraid. It doesn't like catapult parts at you. There it is. This is not in any of the kits, generally does not need to be replaced. This is our diaphragm, common wear point. But I'm going to go ahead by, since we're going to break this all the way down, I'm going to take the base off right now. Okay, so when you take this off, very common area of wear is this seat right in here. Okay, we want to be sure we check the base to make sure that there are no grooves, notches, things of that nature in here. This obviously looks new. It is. It's fine. We're going to reuse that. But this is our most common wear point right here. And you will see grooves worn in this from the grit flowing through it. So once that happens, your valve no longer seals, and the telltale sign is that air is leaking out your nozzle. On a pressure hold pot, the air will be leaking out your nozzle when you are not blasting. Most likely, this is the culprit. Fix it now. It's a $30 part that will save you hundreds and hundreds of dollars in other pieces if the wear goes beyond this. So, easy change. If this is all you're changing, all you have to do is take off the base. You wouldn't have to take off the top. You can still do it with the grit valve on the pot. That's kind of a key thing. So, air leaking, check this first, take the base off. You don't even have to remove the valve. Okay, we take our piston diaphragm out, and then we're going to remove our sleeve. Look at that. Easy. So, now we've got our valve all torn apart. We're here ready, looking at a pile of pieces. What do? If you have questions in every one of these, there is a nice little sheet, an exploded view breakdown they give you. Very helpful if you haven't done one of these before. So don't hesitate to use that, but that comes in the soft and the hard kit, all your exploded view. Now we are going to take this apart. So to do this, I am going to need a crescent wrench here to hold the top of this shaft. Okay, so now I'm going to attempt to hold this without a vise, just like you'd have to do in the field. There we go. Okay, we have the diaphragm removed from the piston. They always give you these nice new brass washers with every kit. You will want to save these parts. These you will recycle. So then we just grab our new diaphragm. Make sure to put one plate on either side. Make sure we get our new little brass washers that come in every kit and put this right back on. So notice brass washer on the bottom, brass washer on the top, plate on the bottom, plate on the top, new diaphragm. Okay, we've got that back on tight. Now, let's take a look at this part. Crucial part to the success of this valve. We'll go into the whys, wheres, and when this valve is beneficial in another video where we compare all the Schmidt valves. But for now, you will notice there are a couple wiper bars, sleeves, O-rings in here. These will remain in there. They're not in your kit. Don't try and take them out. Just leave them there. Usually by the time they are worn out, this hard part is so shot that it is time for a new one anyway, because it does tend to polish itself and break in and work even more efficiently as it goes on. So the only seal we have in this to worry about is this cup seal that goes in the very top of here, and it is cup up. So cup up so you can fill your cup. We'll put that in. And in the bottom here, there's a nice little flat spot on this. So really, I can only put this in one direction. I can't mess it up. Then it drops right in. Nice. There we go. There we go. Get my flats lined up here. And we've got that in. Now, this part will go in. This is your seat. It is beveled. There is a direction, one direction versus the other. The tapered side, you'll notice one side is a little bit tapered, goes down, tapered down on top of your piston so that it fits right in there and comes down and seals. We will put our base back on, and this can go either direction. It doesn't matter. Okay, so now that we've got the base back on, if you're wondering about these lubricants, what are these for? What are these two little packets of grease? Well, one is Loctite and one is grease. So we're here to answer that question. The Loctite you will use right here on this little 1/2-inch nut that holds down your diaphragm plates together. That is what this is used for. And the lubricant here, in case you needed some help getting the sleeve back into the body, you can use some of this. Now, I don't recommend putting that lube inside between the piston and the sleeve. All it's going to do is catch grit and gum things up. So please do not use this inside of the piston and the sleeve between these two. You can put a little bit on the outside of this to help get it into your body. Now we've got this all put back together, all we have left to do on this is put our spring on and our cap and put it back together. While I'm doing this, I can just kind of recap almost the common wear points that you are going to find in this valve are these two right here. The diaphragm in the top, it is a wear point, and this in the bottom where the grit flows over it constantly all day. So do not be surprised if these two wear out. We need a little bit of pressure on this to compress our spring, but not too bad. I should be able to do it by hand here. Okay, now we have our TeraValve back fully assembled. The only thing we did not do and I didn't show you is the clean out port. That is just two simple 11mm bolts that come out and you can drop a new one in. Thanks for watching today. Hopefully this helps you in the field in your service repair. Come join us again next time when we talk about all the differences, advantages, pros and cons, different style valves, and what valve is going to be right for you. Thanks for watching and have a blast.